Okay, a quick update. We're in this anchorage. We just heard some gunshots. Randy just heard a bullet whiz by his boat. So I got to put the camera down. We got to get out of here right now. Okay. Wow, that was exciting. So let me tell you what happened. First off, we are out on the river. There's 3 of us that were anchored in there. We're all safe, so that's good. We woke up to the sound of small caliber, like 22 caliber bullets going bang, 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 and crack, crack, crack. And we knew we were deep in the woods, so there's probably people in there that didn't know there were boats back in there, is my guess. We heard another crack, and Randy calls me on the radio and goes, "Michael, let's go. A bullet just whizzed by my boat." Small caliber bullets, like 22s, at low velocity, you can really hear them. Like, so we cranked engines and pulled anchors, and we were all out of there banging into each other trying to get out of that little river. But anyway, we're all on the river, we're safe, we're good. So the plan today is to hit the last lock on the loop, the Coffeyville lock. Last lock, yes! And I think it's like lock number total of 1,000, it seems like. I don't know, I think somebody mentioned it was lock 105 if you left from Florida. Not sure, it's all a blur, but a beautiful blur. So anyway, the plan is to hit Coffeyville lock, so I'll see you there. Entering Coffeyville lock, last lock of the main United States river system. So let's see what happens here, what's available.
Cloud 9, this is number 99. We're going to try to get up behind you if there's room.
Alright, I think there's a pin here. I'm going to try and get behind this Ranger tug. Okay, so be perfect if it's a good pin. Nobody said anything that it's not. The last lock we were in, there were 3 pins that weren't working. But they were actually removed, so there's a pin here, should be good. All right, turn on my thrusters.
Master, she's the one, it's secure. Roger, roger.
All right, I'm coming up, slow and easy.
Skylar's all secure.
Roger that.
When I get close,
Secure.
I'll do my
Roger, roger.
port engine.
Cloud 9 secure.
That slows it down and it brings the bow out a little bit. Starboard engine. That levels it out. Forward a little more. Let's see where we're at. About 3 feet. And right about there. Stop it. Bring the bow in a little bit. And we should be good to go. Throw around, pull it tight, let the boat come up a little bit. I want to get it pretty snug against the wall. And wrap it up. I'm going to do about 3 reps. That way it's good and snug, but it's not tied. So chances of it catching are absolutely super minimal. Now I'll get the radio and I'll call them. Whoops, helps to turn radio on. And checkmate is secure.
Roger that.
He said, "Roger that." Roger, roger. All right. Put my radio away. And I got my fenders against the wall. Move this out of the way. Fenders against the wall. That one's about 2 inches away. Just perfect. You want to get it in close enough that the boat's not swinging, flailing about, and that the fenders aren't smashed against the wall, but they're just barely touching, and maybe not touching in one side. See, the front now is away by about 1 inch or 2, and the back one's touching, so that's exactly what you want. And you want to be right in the center. Tied fairly snug. And you stand here and hold the line. And if you do it that way, the locking is going to be a beautiful thing. So we've got 3 boats ahead of me, nobody behind me. There's 3 boats on the port wall, one over behind me on the port wall. I can't see them. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boats in the lock, the Coffeyville lock. Hey, a nice dreary day. It's nice. I actually, you know, it's not beautiful when it's dreary like this, but it's nice because it keeps it cool. Temperature right now feels like 68. There's no wind. There's an absolute very, very slight mist in the air. You can see it on the isinglass just a little bit. But it's really great for traveling in the lower lock system like this because it keeps it really enjoyable outside temperature-wise. Oh, here comes the last boat. There, okay, they're swinging in on the port side over there. Sad story about them. The boat name is number 99, and they were anchored about 2 miles below us on the river system. And when we started to come by, they called and says, hey, can you slow down? We haven't got our anchor up yet, and we've been fighting it for like a long time. So we all slowed down and putted by them, and then they finally called and says, we're not anchored anymore, and we don't have an anchor. They had to cut it free. They couldn't get it loose. That's so sad. Because I was almost there one time. I had an anchor in one of the lakes up in Canada that was hooked solid. It was like stuck under a shelf of a rock system or something, and had to go diving. Thank goodness the water was clear. I don't like diving in spooky black water, but up there it was crystal clear, except for it was cold as ice, and I had to put on my wetsuit. But it was easy. Once you get down there, you see what's going on, and you can easily pull it out from what it was caught under. Of course, here in the river system, they can't do that. Well, they could, but it's just too spooky. So, not safe. It could be a tree, and they could get wedged in down there or whatever. All right, I'm gonna just sit here, wait for the lock to finish, and then we'll head on out. Hey now, that was a honking. All right, let loose. Stow our line. Hello. All right, being that there's a bunch of boats, I'm gonna just kind of hang out here for a little bit. I'm going to turn my thrusters on just in case I need them for exiting, in case I want to move the bow out without having to use the engines. You're heading out. That was a nice easy lockage for the last lock of the river system. Got, I think, 2 more locks. If I take the Okeechobee waterway, if I go to the Keys, then I don't have any locks. Still haven't decided yet if I'm going to go to the Keys in this boat, or if I'm gonna go across to Okeechobee, go back home, put this boat up for sale, and buy something like what's in front of me. Like a 27 Ranger tug or something small. I don't know, a Sea Dory or something with an outboard where I can putz around in the Keys in the Bahamas and anchor out in the shallows and trim the engine up if I need to. I really want an outboard. So I might put this up for sale when I get back to the east coast of Florida, near Port Canaveral. There we go.
When you don't know where you're running, come running back to me. I'll be waiting on you. Please believe that I'm always gonna love you, that there's nothing you could do to make me turn away from you. And I know it's hard to see in a world that's going.
Oh, the sun has finally come out a little bit. You're getting some nice sunshine, a little bit of warmth. It's really pretty out there. Let me see if I can iris this camera down some. There, look at that. Really pretty when the sun shines out there. I am here on this absolutely huge anchorage. And matter of fact, let me show you where I'm at. Here's Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and Florida. If we zoom in a little bit here, down the bottom of Alabama, just above Mobile, zoom in a little tighter, I'm about 50 miles north of Mobile Bay. So the plan is to hang out here for a couple days, kind of waiting out the winds and waiting out the possibilities of whatever this hurricane or tropical storm Sarah. As of this recording, it's going to be a week out from when it's being published, so you'll probably already know what Sarah is doing. But as of right now, I don't know. So I'm still waiting out to see. I still want to stay this 50-mile buffer zone above Mobile Bay as a safety area. And it's really beautiful. I'm looking out my sliding glass doors right now, and it's just quite overcast. It hasn't gotten really windy yet, but it's just really beautiful and peaceful. Wide open area for an anchorage. Yeah, so I'm really kind of getting antsy to get down to salt water, some real salt water, a northern Florida area, Pensacola, some place that I can go fishing and catch some fish for my grill. It's just been killing me. Part of what I really, really wanted to do on this loop was catch fresh fish for the grill. I love fresh fish. And it hasn't worked out but maybe 2 or 3 times this entire year. So I can't wait to get down and be able to catch something that I know I can throw a line in the water and catch something. Up here I've been trying and just not doing worth a darn. So anyway, that's kind of the plan. Just kind of hang out here for a couple days and see what the winds have in common with our boating desires, and then push further south. Oh, hello, good morning. I'm just making my coffee. It is 6 o'clock in the morning at this beautiful anchorage. And plan for today is to crank the generator, make some breakfast, and then split and head towards Mobile Bay, Dog River. We have reservations down there at a marina down in Dog River. It's a good little run, but the only thing I'm apprehensive of is the winds. They're still a little strong down there, which makes a bumpy ride. Mobile Bay is a big bay, so I'm a little sketchy there. but we're going to push on. The winds are being predicted to be from the stern of the boat, 3/4 of the way down. Then we have to make a turn, and then it's going to be the roly-roly on the side of the boat. That's the part I'm apprehensive about. I just hate that. So some other boats went in yesterday, and I talked to them, and they said it was okay, you know. They pushed through it. So we'll see what it's like. So I'm going to crank the generator, make some breakfast, and enjoy this beautiful sunrise that's about to happen, which I'll video and show it to you too, because it's going to be beautiful. And then we'll pull anchor and head out. I need to show you something. I'm at an anchorage here called, oh, what is it called? I'm gonna have to put it down below. I can't remember. I have CRS. I can't remember squat. But anyway, regardless of that, let me show you what it's like being on the loop, on the hook, in some of these amazing anchorages. You ready for this? I'm gonna turn around. Look at this beauty. Look at nature's beauty at its finest. Isn't that something? Let me get out of the way. Doesn't get any prettier than this. Got a full moon. Oh, fish just jumped. Oh, there he jumped again. Got him on camera. Hey, got him again. Look at that. One more time, maybe? This is what it's all about. No mosquitoes, no bugs. Just God's beauty. That's why I love anchoring out. And there goes Randy and Carolyn taking their beautiful dog Lily out for her morning run. Let's do my engine checks. Turn on the engine room lights. Okay, let's see. Okay, check for water in the fuel. Looks good and clean. And then I do a quick belt check. Looks good. Tension's good. Check the water reservoir to make sure it's still at the right level. Quickly check my hoses. Looks good. Check the strainers. Nothing in them. Good. Oil's right up there perfectly. A quick visual on the transmission. No fluids leaking. Check the dripless seal. And then I do the same to the other engine. All right, we are good to go. Oh man, it's warming up. It was nice and cool this morning, and the sun is shining. The wind is still keeping it cool, but it's really pretty. Kind of hate to leave this, but we got to move on. Really nice out here. I hear bass fishermen out there screaming across the water. Yes, really nice. Well, I have to go take the bridle off. For those of you that don't know, a bridle is a device that you put on your anchor. If you just let your anchor rope or chain come up through here, it puts a lot of tension on your windlass. You don't want that. So this is a rope that divides the weight of the anchor chain and runs it back through a little stretchy cord right there, a very strong stretchy cord, to that cleat, and the same the other side. So it takes up the pressure off of your windlass, and it gives it some stretchy slack right there. Those are very tight. Those aren't like flimsy bungee cords. They're really strong. This particular one, whoops, almost fell. That would have been great for the camera, but not for me. That just slides on. Just look, just goes like that and just lays there. It's pretty awesome. And it catches things like sticks, weeds, and all that fun stuff. All right, we will crank engines and do the rest of it from the bridge. Got a bird that made it in and he can't find his way out. All right, it's good. It's okay. Yeah. Don't be scared. It's all right. Let me see if I can get over there and open the window for him to get out. Come on. All right, yeah, that's good. All right, don't be scared. I'm going to open the window for you. All right, yes. It's all good. Oh, did he go down the stairs? No, he's over there. Oh, calm down. Please don't hurt yourself. Let me get this open real quick. He'll find his way right out here, no problem. Okay, you cutie, come on. Come on. But over here. Come on. It's okay. Over there. Come on. Come on. Over here. Aw. Oh, come on. Aw. He's scared to death. Come on. Come on. Over there. Aw, don't hurt yourself. Come on. I got to get him back towards the front of the boat. No, go to the front. Come on, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's okay. It's all right. Calm down. There you go. Go out the window. You can do it. Right there. There he is. Oh, awesome. Oh, I'm so glad he got out. He's got a smile on his face now, on his beak. Okay, what are we doing? I'm bringing up all the stuff I need as I travel, getting everything prepared, turning on my MFD autopilot depth finder, radio, other radio. You always have to have 2 radios on board, always. There we go. Okay, channel 16 on 1 for always have a 16, and 6.8 is our talk around channel for our boats that we're traveling with. All right, and I guess I'm gonna roll this up. I was waiting for this to dry. It looks like it's pretty much dried now. Just a little chilly is my concern. The temperature outside is about 60 maybe, 59, but which is fine with the sun, but with the wind blowing it's pretty chilly without a little jacket on. So I wasn't going to open this, but what I'm going to do is open one side and then I'll leave the side that I stand in front of still down, and it's still got some water on it in certain areas. Gotta let it dry because the water moisture on isinglass makes the isinglass turn foggy. It actually soaks up the water, so you might have seen some of my earlier pictures where it looked like it was foggy. Once it completely dries out, they become crystal clear again. That's the one thing about isinglass that I hate. Okay, I think I'm going to go crank my engines and start getting them warmed up. All right, I turn my keys on. The throttles are back, engines are in neutral. Start the port engine. Check the oil pressure. Okay, good oil pressure. Starboard engine. Check the oil pressure. Looks good. All right, the engines are warming up. I'm going to go to charts and go down, find, don't know how well this is showing up. It's probably flipping and everything because of the camera, but it's not really flipping in life, or fluttering, or whatever you call it. I'm going to zoom down to the fuel dock at Dog River. Boom. Auto guidance. And start navigation. I'm going to zoom in before it catches me. There we go. And then I'll watch it along the way. We got hours. I'll look, see if it's going to be taking me anywhere weird, and I can correct it on the fly. But for right now, it's programmed in. All right, so it's all programmed up, and yeah. Now I'm just waiting for Randy and Carolyn to say they're ready, and we'll get out of here. Okay, we are headed out. And I gotta remember how I'm gonna do this. My anchor is down about a foot in the water, and I'm dragging it slowly because it's covered with this black inky mud. So I don't want to forget. Let me see. I'll stick this, here we go, clip on my handlebar. That means my anchor is down. It's in my way, so I'll know it. Whoops, really in my way. Just want to drag it a short distance to get the inky mud off. And like I say, it's only just barely dangling down right below the edge of the water, and the bow of my boat is really slanted, so the anchor won't touch the boat. I went and looked at it a long time ago. It stays really far from the boat, and it just kind of sits perfectly still. It doesn't wobble or nothing, and it just rubs the mud off. Does a great job. Just got to remember it's down before I take off. So it's time to pull the anchor up now. Take it out of gear. Bring it up, and it should be nice and clean. Alright, anchor's up. Take my memory clip off. Look, this looks like it's the river, doesn't it? This is actually the anchorage. This is how big it is. Awesome anchorage. Alright, we're heading Mobile. Heartlands of the United States. The waterway and the railway working together. There's a barge pushing some coal, and just to the side is a huge long train carrying all kinds of goods down south. Pretty amazing. Looky here, we're heading into Mobile. Things just got big. entering the big old Mobile Bay. And so far it's looking nice and calm. Yeah. But this is still the real flats area. It doesn't get more open until we get about another mile up a ways. But so far the wind's to my, let's see, feels like it's about to my stern, maybe a little bit to the starboard stern. So that's awesome. We may have a nice smooth run all the way down to Dog River. First open ocean water in, wow, since April. Well, I actually take that back. Open ocean would have been New York. And that was like June 15, something like that. Somewhere to early June, first week of June. Really feels good to be out in the open ocean again. Love it, love it. Made it into Dog River. So now we're all in line waiting to get fuel before we go to our slip. Supposed to be a couple guys waiting for me down there. So I'm not familiar with the marina at all. She said between aisle 2 and 3. I don't see anybody down there. I don't see anybody. Okay, I think there's somebody coming down now. Looking good. Yeah, it's looking good. Yeah, let's see. Maybe we can spring it across down around here. See if it'll reach all the way to the back. It might go around that. See if it'll reach that. Right. Thank you. That'll be good. I can straighten it up later. Like, well, we finally made it into Turner's Marina in Mobile, Alabama. We were really holding off coming down here because of the hurricane thing, but finally made it. It was a good ride. The winds were at our backs all the way down. There was about a 1.5 foot chop, and it only affected us, though the ride was nice and smooth, but it only affected us when we got to that turn where we have to turn and go east towards the marina in the bay. And then there was some rocky, rolly stuff on the beam. Otherwise, it was really good. Got in here, fueled up, did a pump out. I'm backed into a slip, and not so fast as back then on the other side of the dock facing me. Plan is to stay here, go to the local West Marine. It's walking distance. Yeah, haven't seen a West Marine since like New York coastline. And got some things I got to pick up. Go grocery shopping, do some replenishment, and then we may stay here a day or two, waiting for a weather window to cross the big, huge Mobile Bay. It's really big out there, and the winds aren't real nice right now. So we're waiting for that little weather window to get across and get on down to the Gulf. I can't wait to get into some clear Gulf water. I'm really looking forward to that. So once again, thanks for riding along. I do appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. So what do you think? Will that do? About time I'm going to have some fresh fish. Yes, sir.